Hi ladies, today I'm sharing 12 items that I literally use every single day. Some are beauty, some are lifestyle, and some are just for comfort. But they all make a huge difference and have been total game changers in my life. You really enjoyed my other video, I'm over 50 and I die without these 10 things. So it got me thinking, do I have some other things that I haven't talked about that you might like to know about as well? I particularly like these kinds of videos. And if you like these types of videos, give this one a thumbs up. That just lets me know that you're interested in this type of content. The first item that I use every single day is a recent purchase, and I think it's under $20. And it's this short sleeve, full zip waffle knit robe that I bought off of Amazon. They do have a long sleeve version, and I think that I will buy it once the weather starts to cool off a bit. But I use this every single day, and I didn't think that I would love it as much as I do, but it's just so handy. Say I get out of the shower and I want to put something on if I'm going to be walking around the house and doing my hair or makeup, or even in the morning whenever I get up, I'll just throw it on, and that way, if somebody comes to the door, I'm not just in my PJs. For those of you that love pockets, it has two front pockets that are functioning, and it's available in tons of different colors. So if you see the number up in the right corner, you look for that number in the pinned comment, and that's how you'll find everything linked and listed in the order in which I talk about them today. I am literally lost if I ever run out of my Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gentle Scrubbing Cleanser. I use it every night. It lives in my shower, and I just don't feel clean unless I use that in the evening. I have oily skin, so that's probably why I just always feel like, I have dirt or something on my face. But oh my goodness, I'm lost without this. Like, I have ran out a few times. Now I make sure that I always have one or two backups in my cupboard, because I can totally notice a difference without it. And if you're new to exfoliating, you might want to give this a try. It's a super gentle exfoliator. It doesn't have any of those plastic microbeads. You don't have to worry about that. It's just, it has a tiniest little bit of, I don't know how else to describe it, like grit in it. Doesn't hurt my face, doesn't scratch. It's not going to cause you any harm. It's just in the ingredients they made it with. Man, this is one of the best ones that I have tried. And I have tried lots of others, and I always come back to this one. Neutrogena really has some great skincare items, and I do really enjoy using them, and the price is pretty reasonable as well. And I also want to mention that it's gentle, it's hydrating, and it's perfect for mature skin because it really makes me feel clean without stripping away any moisture. Speaking of hydration, I do believe every woman, regardless of your age, should be using some sort of a hyaluronic acid. Now this one is by PCA Skin. It is a medical grade hyaluronic acid. I particularly am obsessed with skincare, but you don't need this one. Find one that works for you in your budget. Ladies, this is the first time that I have tried a skincare, ingredient or serum or item that I literally noticed the difference the next day. I didn't realize how much my skin was kind of dry, and it's really weird when you have oily skin. You can still have dry skin or get dehydrated. This really gets absorbed right into my skin. My skin just sucks it in, and within a few weeks, my cheeks, they seemed plumper. My skin was glowing. I just feel so hydrated. So this is another thing that I will never ever be without. And I have tried lots of different ones, but I keep coming back to this one because this is the one that I find works the best for me. But like I said, there are lots of more budget-friendly brands, but I just can't tell you how well they work because I haven't tried those. But I will never be without this. And it's an airless pump, and it has this little indicator on the side. And I guess I have to order another one because it's showing me it's almost empty. So I just buy mine on Amazon and make sure that I'm buying it from the PCA Skin store, and that way I know that it's legit. And if you ever buy anything on Amazon, check the expiry date and always make sure that it ships from Amazon. And I have not had any issues whatsoever. But if you're leery of that, I can link it to a few places where you can purchase right directly from Nordstrom or the PCA skincare store. Love this. I know it sounds basic, but I could not do without my electric toothbrush, and I particularly love the pink. So this one is by Philips. It's a Sonicare. You replace the heads every few months, and I'm due to replace mine, and I'm also due to charge it because it tells you when it's getting low. So I charge it. The charge lasts like a month or two. And it's, small enough that if you go on a weekend getaway or you're going on vacation, you can, I think, did this come with a case? I do believe it comes with a case when you buy it. And you can just pop it in your carry-on and bring it on the plane with you. There's such a difference between using just a manual toothbrush and an electric toothbrush. I will never, ever go back to a manual one unless this one dies and, I'm stuck in between before I can get another one. My teeth just feel so much cleaner. I don't know what else I can tell you. I just love it. I also love my Vitamix, and it lives there on my counter, and I usually make at least 5 smoothies a week. So I either have them for my breakfast after I work out. I like to hit myself with a lot of protein, or lots of times in the evenings, say if we've had a late lunch or a bigger lunch, I'm not that hungry, but I know I have to get some protein in and, get some more calories in. I'll make myself a smoothie. I have not tried it, but I plan on doing it this winter. I'm going to pull out the recipe book that came with that. This one's probably like at least 7 to 8 years old and still, works and everything. But you can actually make soup right in it. And apparently when you make the soup in it, it takes like under 10 minutes. And the soup actually comes out hot. So I'm going to try and do a few recipes like that once the cooler weather comes back, because it's hot again here now and it feels like July again. So, oh my gosh, I'm so over this hot weather. And if you don't want the investment of a Vitamix, I also used to have a NutriBullet or NutriBlender, but it died, so I didn't bother replacing it. I just use that for everything, and whenever this one dies, I'll definitely be upgrading to the newest model. I don't know how I left this off of my other video things that I would die if I didn't get to use. I don't know what slipped my mind that day, but I'm talking about perfume. I am a perfume addict, and I happen to be in particular a little obsessed with the whole Dior, Miss Dior perfume line. These are just a few of the ones that I wanted to share with you. So this is what I'm wearing today. It is the Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. I love this perfume. It's a floral. I'll put the notes on the screen. I never know what they are. But it's not one of those perfumes that is so strong that people know when you're around before you've even stepped in the room. I can't wear perfume like that. It gives me a migraine. So all these perfume, they smell nice, but they're not obnoxious. They're not going to trigger a headache. Love this one. I also love this one. It is their, oh gosh, I can't read this without my glasses. It's their hair and body mist. I'll put this on in the evening after I have a shower. It's just a nice, I don't know, gentle fragrance. I like to wear perfume for myself because it makes me happy, and I love their bottles. Their bottles are beautiful. And then I have this one, which is a roller ball. And this is the original Miss Dior. I'm going to smell like Sephora here in a minute. This one's a little stronger. I would say this more for in the winter. I don't know why, but I just feel like it's more of a winter perfume. I also have the larger bottle, but I didn't bring it out. It's half full or half empty, however you want to look at it. But definitely I would wear that in the cooler months. And then I picked this one up. It's a spray. Oh, it's a Blooming Bouquet. I bought that to travel. So Sephora sells these, if you don't want to invest like in a bigger bottle, and there are bigger bottles than this. It's always nice to start with a small travel size. That's what I like to do. And then if I, like the fragrance enough, then I'll commit to it and I'll buy a larger size. But I usually don't buy the huge size. I would rather, use it up and then get fresher ones. That's just my thought process. Are you like that too? I would like to ask you to do a favor. I am trying to grow my channel. I want to get to 100,000 subscribers. It's just for me. It's just a personal goal that I have. I want that silver play button. Anyways, I noticed that a lot of you watch my videos, and I very much appreciate you doing that, but you aren't subscribed. If you could just take a moment, click that button. It's 100% free. I upload 2 to 3 videos a week, and I would just love it if you became part of Cathy Over 50 family here. It's free, and I hope that you can help me out and do that. It will also just help YouTube to push my videos out more. Cozy moments are essential, especially now when we're going into the cooler weather. And I could never ever do without my Barefoot Dreams blanket. If you don't want to invest this much money, but you want the look, I'll also link a similar one that's on Amazon. But I use this blanket every day, year round, because we watch TV in our family room, which is in the basement. I prefer to be in the basement. I like to hibernate. And once I put my blanket on, Buddy knows that's his signal, come to mama. And he just sits on me while we're watching TV, and that is our snuggle time. Other members of my family have tried to entice Buddy with the blanket in my spot whenever I'm not home, but he will not sit on them. That's just something that Buddy and I do. And I have had this blanket for years, like probably 3 to 5 years. Washes, dries great, no issues whatsoever. And like I said, I see that I can find a more reasonably priced one on Amazon, so I'll link both for you. And it's available in lots of different colors as well. Now, this one might seem a bit odd to you, but not to me, because it truly brings me joy. I had been on the hunt for a few years for an artificial fig tree. I like artificial plants. I don't like to commit to anything else that I have to take care of. And real plants, they just stress me out. Except for my orchid, she's still going strong, haven't killed her yet. Anyways, I found this fig tree on Amazon. It goes together, I believe it was like in 3 parts, kind of like an artificial Christmas tree. It is so well made. The one that I got, I think, is 6 feet, or is it 7? I'm just looking at it, trying to figure it out. I think it's 7 because our ceilings are 9. This fig tree sits in a position where when I sit down in my chair in the living room, my eyes are on it. It just brings me so much joy. I cannot tell you why. I just truly love Greece. I love the Mediterranean. I don't particularly like olives, but I do like olive oil. And it just brings me joy. It makes me happy to look at it. So, I count that as something that I use every day because it's just a happy thing for me. I still have to find a pot for it. I haven't found a pot yet. I'm not paying $100 for a pot for a fake tree in my house. Like, hopefully it'll get marked down soon and I can find one suitable, but for now I just look at it without a pot. The next thing that I use every day and multiple times a day is hand and body lotion. And I just went to grab what I have, and it reminded me I have to order some. This is a new one that I just recently got in my FabFitFun box. And if you want to see that video, I'll link it above. This is by Rare Beauty Selena Gomez, and it's a really nice hand lotion. It's it just absorbs really quickly into the skin, has the faintest little scent, it's not obnoxious, not sticky or tacky. She also has body lotion. I also got that one in my FabFitFun, but I haven't tried it yet. But this is coming with me to Africa because it's, it's less than 1 ounce. No, it's less than 3 ounces. I normally have the Vaseline Intensive Care for Mature Skin in my bathroom, but I have to order one off of Amazon. I've used a lot of different hand creams and body creams throughout the year, some very expensive, and I just keep going back to the Vaseline one. I just really like it best. It just absorbs really quickly into my skin. Another one that I really like, it is a little pricier. It's by Josie Moran. I have used this for years. I don't know if you can get it anymore in the container. I bought this. It's called the Refill, and I just figured it out. It was a better price. But this is also a nice one. But I use this like after my bath or my shower. And you just need like the tiniest amount because this is pricey and it's very thick. See if I can show it to you. I'm not crazy about this dispensing method, but it's really quite thick. This scent I think is citrus. Yeah, it has a nice tangy like tangerine scent to it. And then this is a brand I have used for years. This is L'Occitane. I usually get a set of 3 or 5 of these in my stocking at Christmas time. This is nice for in your purse or, if you're traveling. You can take it on the plane. It's the correct size. So those are just some of my favorites. And I'll be sure to link a few others below in the description box and in the pinned comment. So in the last few months, I have started taking a magnesium supplement, and I'm going to tell you why. But before I do, I just want to put a disclaimer. I'm not telling you to take magnesium. I'm just telling you what works for me. Check with your healthcare provider. Do not take, my advice. But I'm prone to migraines, and I also am a horrible sleeper. I have difficulty falling asleep. I have difficulty staying asleep. I don't know if it's like hormones, stress, whatever, but it's a challenge. So a few months ago, I decided I'm going to try a magnesium supplement because in the past I had used magnesium, but I took it during the day because it's also supposed to help with headaches, and I did find that I was getting benefit from it, and I don't know why I stopped doing it. But I was talking to my daughter, and she said, well, why don't you try taking it at night, because it might help you to sleep. So there are different types of magnesium, and I'll put a picture of the one that I use. It's downstairs in the family room, because there's different types. And this particular one is the one that helps with sleeping. So I just want to read this to you off my computer. So magnesium helps with relaxation, sleep, and muscle health. And I usually take it about an hour before bed. And since I've been taking it, I just seem to fall asleep like within, 15, 20 minutes, which is good for me. Some nights if I'm really stressed out, or say, we were out and I had a large meal that I ate too late, because that's not something we normally do. We like to have our large meal at lunchtime. Then I'll have difficulty falling asleep. But for the most part, I have found that this really has helped with sleeping, and I wake up feeling refreshed. Because before I would wake up and it's like, I don't have any energy to get through the day. And particularly now, with our hormones, if you're in menopause or perimenopause, hormones are all over the place, hot flashes, night sweats, all the fun stuff. So talk to your doctor about it. I really recommend talking to your doctor first. I don't think you should start any supplement before speaking to your healthcare provider, but it seems to be helping. And I just buy mine either at Shoppers or Amazon. So I thought I had wrote my notes on my Word document here with on my list, but I guess I forgot to, but it does work. My tweezers, I don't know how many pair of tweezers that I own, but I use these every day. Okay, maybe not every day, but a couple of times a week, because you just never know when you're going to look into your magnifying mirror and you're going to see a stray whisker that you just need to yank out. I've tried different ones. I always come back to the Tweezerman. I think this is the travel size. They come in different colors too. I think they have pink ones. This one's purple. But I like these because they're slanted. See, I don't even need a mirror. I don't have one. I pulled them out yesterday. But if I can feel my thing, I'll just yank it. So I have these in my purse, my bathroom, beside my bed, because sometimes when I'm in bed and if I go like this and I feel a whisker, I have to pull it out before I go to sleep. That's just me. But yeah, every lady needs a pair of good tweezers. And the other thing that I use every day are my Hokas. I love these shoes so much. I was late getting on the bandwagon. I really didn't understand what all the fuss was about. Oh my goodness. These are so lightweight. Look at the sole. It's so much cushioning. It is really truly like walking on clouds. So comfortable. I also love my On Cloud sneakers. They are very similar, but lately I've been drawn towards my Hokas because I recently hurt my foot. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm falling apart. I think I have a little bit of plantar fasciitis because I've had that before and it's very painful. I've been walking again outside, and I love those. They're literally like walking on springs. I can feel a spring in my step when I'm walking. They come in lots of different colors. And I believe they have a survey on their website that you can take. And the ones that I decided to take were for people like nurses that are on their feet all day, or people for walking. They have them for running, all different sorts of activities. So I love the Hokas, and now I understand what all the fuss was about them. They are great. Now I want to hear from you. What is one thing, one essential that you use every day that you feel like it's really added to your life and brought you joy, or it's helpful in some way. And if you missed my other video, 10 things that I would die if I didn't have them, I'll link it here. Go check it out. And thank you so much for tuning in today. I appreciate you. Please subscribe, hit that bell. See you in the next one. Bye.